I've been, I suppose, a therapist for a long time. I also live with arthritis, as you know. I walk with crutches. So managing my pain from arthritis came about, and that's how I ended up in the therapy world because I didn't want to be medicated with opiates. And that's all that's available, basically, is how I came about into this kind of healing world. So breathwork has always been there. But forever being the teacher, you forget that sometimes you're supposed to be the pupil. The last few years of my life have been pretty fight or flight, basically, just family stuff, caring for my elderly parents, bereavements and things like that. So I lost myself in there somewhere. But I've seen your class and I kept seeing it and I kept seeing it and I thought, book it, just go. I love chatting to people and I love that, but I'm quite quiet. I'm quite shy. So when I go into new situations, I can feel overwhelmed quite a bit as well. I try and shrink myself into no being seen kind of thing. There's all that kind of head chatter goes on before I even leave my house. Yeah, coming along to that was huge for me that first day. And I absolutely loved it. I felt exhausted but euphoric at the same time. No. In short, I think because I know I'm always guarded, I was like, you're going to get in your own way, you're going to stop, you're going to stop yourself from going deeper, you're going to stop yourself from doing it. I didn't. So I went places that I didn't think I would go. Like, however, it's so beneficial. My mobility increases, my movement is easier, comforting. I went from feeling vulnerable to very safe in a short space of time. Like you've got the protection, you're allowed to do what you need to do, kind of thing, for you to feel better. And again, acceptance. A big thing about getting to acceptance as well, that I'm allowed to go there and just be rather than do, rather than, thinking, right, I need to be doing this or I should be doing that or I should be doing that. I very much felt like that when Dad died because he had been my focus for so long. When Dad died, I can remember sitting on the couch thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know who I am anymore because I had closed my business when I was caring for him because, again, I couldn't hold space for myself, never mind anybody else, because I was too busy caring for Dad, dealing with that, the dementia and the cancer and stuff like that. It was hard. It was hard going. So yeah, it was a hard time. But I can remember sitting down thinking, I don't know what to do anymore. The whole breathwork situation is one of the main reasons that I started doing it was because I wanted to find me again, and it's certainly doing that. But I'm kind of I feel more excited about the future now, if that makes sense. And that's only since that class fell, let that fear-based thing go, that it was that kind of knot in your stomach, that dread kind of thing about, oh, what if, and oh, well, maybe this, or oh, well, you didn't want to be doing that because, well, who do you think you are? And that's why my mobility is so much better after it, because I've released stuff that I'm carrying that I don't need to carry. So that's preconception of, well, it's just your breath. How can that help? Try it, you know. Just try it and give yourself permission to try and be, rather than go in and think, well, this is how I'm meant to be. I think as soon as I met you, you have such a caring energy, an open energy, and I knew I was safe. And to me, that's the number one thing. You've made that possible for somebody who is very, very guarded the majority of the time, because I protect my energy at all costs. So for me to be vulnerable and be open with yourself is a huge compliment to me, but it's also a huge compliment to you, because trust me, I don't do it for just anybody. I like to think that I've provided a safe space for them to do it. So it's important for me, wherever I go, to have a similar feeling of safety. It's proven to work, and it has done for centuries. It's been here long before we had opiates and pain meds and all that kind of thing. It worked for Indigenous people. Why would it not work now? Just be open and try something new, and you'll probably surprise yourself.